Hey everyone, welcome back to World of Warcraft Hardcore and our self-made druid. I appreciate you joining me today, and I hope you are all doing well. We've got a lot of variety on our plate today. We've got a couple of quests to wrap up within the wetlands, a journey through the Arathi Highlands and Hillsbrad, and possibly some general questing in Duskwood if time allows. With so much to cover, let's get started with those quests outside of Menethil Harbor. We're going to start by interacting with the damaged crate within the Murloc camp. Our buffs are ready to go. And it is quite the rainy day. Looks like the excavation quest has also turned green at this point. I think we can maybe come back when we're like level 29 or 30 or so. And kind of wrap up what the wetlands has to offer for good. We have been doing a decent amount of wetlands recently, so I'd like to take a break from it after today. Interacting with the damaged crate now, and 5 healing potions as a reward is pretty sweet. Search for the Menethil statuette is the follow-up. Looks like it's going to be just in the north, so we can definitely take that on. Yeah, these extra healing potions are fantastic. They could not have come at a better time. Let's try to avoid all the enemies that have turned gray to us. Just focus on what we need. Opening up the sealed barrel now, some free cheese, and we're not going to need. Continue searching the Murloc hovels for the Menethil statuette. We're heading up north again. Wonder if this is going to lead us into the ship up here. I guess we'll find out. Looks like we have it now. We can get the icicle rod, which is going to be a nice chunk of silver. So that's very good. We're going to turn that in a little bit later. If we do have the time to head over to Duskwood once we're done here, we'll be sure to return to Menethil Harbor first, so we can turn in any quests that we complete. And so now we're going to take on the Mosshide Knolls. The east. Got a specific type of item that we're going to be collecting. We did try to do this quest a few episodes ago, just to get a gauge on what the drop rate looks like on these idols I think that we're picking up. Or no, crude flint. Yeah, that's what it is. And it seemed like the drop rate was pretty low. I most certainly don't want to spend the entire episode over here. But we're going to give it a little bit more of a shot this time around, and we'll see what the drop rate looks like now. Looks like there's an engineering vendor in the middle of nowhere.
Hi, how are you?
Fortunately, he does not have the infamous bronze tube that we're looking for, but it gives us the opportunity to at least vendor what we have. Alright, let's try our luck today on these crude flint. We got our first one after the first 2 enemies killed. So far, a decent sign. Nets from the trappers are a little scary. We can easily pop it if we shift into different forms, either shifting out of cat form or into bear form. At least they don't step back and hit you from range when they do that. But they do run away when they hit low health. And that's gonna cause problems for us if we're not on top of it. Doing pretty good so far. We're 4 out of 9. So about at the halfway point. Looks like we finally hit a dry spell. Haven't seen any flint in the last several kills. There we go. Hopefully our luck starts to turn around a bit. Just 3 more to go. This is a pretty decent quest, though. I mean, especially if you're here by yourself, there's a decent amount of gnolls that are lingering around the outside of these tightly condensed camps. Those are what we certainly want to avoid. Yeah, once we complete this, we'll go ahead and turn it in with the Green Warden. We'll see if there are any other follow-ups from there, but I don't think we're going to complete those follow-ups right away. All of a sudden these regular healing potions are just dropping like crazy. I suppose that means we can sell these lesser healing potions in our bags now. I was holding on to them simply for the fact that we basically had only like 1 or 2 healing potions on us max at all times, and if we had to use them, I wanted to have some sort of backup. You know, they don't heal for quite that much anymore, but still could potentially save our lives if we absolutely needed it. More on the eastern side of the gnoll camps. Let's see if we can drag some of these guys out without pulling the entire camp. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and avoid that situation. Let's find somewhere else. Oh boy, I was not expecting that. I think we should have enough time to heal. I think we'll be okay from here in bear form. Yeah, this quest is definitely taking a bit longer than I would have anticipated or would have liked. But I suppose that's okay. We don't need to take on Duskwood today, we can wait for the next episode if we need to. Definitely want to get all the travel in today though if we can. got a little bit of an ambiance shift here in the wetlands. The rain has finally subsided. Yeah, I figured we pulled something else. Let's get our bleeds up on the knoll. Toss out a quick heal and then go into... we can probably go back into cat form. We should be fine here. So many things lurking within these tiny little streams. Across the entire swamp. Just one more piece. Just gonna use a potion here. We got crit a couple of times. That was not fun. Need to make sure that we're not being shy about using these potions either. Can't be shy about running away either with the dash. Haven't had to use it for anything important yet. I am a very stubborn person at times, and forget to use such abilities. Let's make sure we utilize these restoring bombs as well. Just want to get them out of our inventory. Alright, that is it. Let's head back to the Green Warden. I really don't think we're going to head in this direction as far as the wetlands are concerned anymore. The furthest we're going to go is just to the south and in the middle here of the zone, where we take on the orcs at a later date. Otherwise, we have no reason to go back to that side of the zone. Well, we're definitely surrounded here. Let's just keep ourselves in stealth. Let's get back to the main road. Then we'll begin our travel section of the episode. Should be arriving back at the Green Warden shortly. Kill 12 fen creepers. I believe those are the stealthed ones. What level we got here? Level 26? Yeah, we can hold off on that for a bit until we return. We might end up doing a mega episode of Wetlands at some point, maybe several episodes from now. Well, maybe we'll just spend a couple of hours just hopefully knocking everything out. Although the excavation site quests, I feel like some of them have a fairly low drop rate for what you're looking for. From the raptors down below. We'll see. For now, we're taking the path north. I cannot wait to see those beautiful rolling green hills of Arathi. It's been a little while for me.
Talk to me.
We're going to pass right by Dunmadir, and we're going to head across the Thandal Span. Don't think we're going to be picking up any quests right now. Not too concerned. There is a plethora of things to do between level 30 and 40. We most certainly aren't going to need every single quest available to us. Beautiful. Let's enjoy this fantastic zone as we travel to obtain our first flight path here. I suppose it's our only one. Once we get there, we're going to take a look at the vendors in the area, see if we can pick up any new recipes of any kind. And we have arrived at Refugee Point. I always forget the name of this place. I'm far too familiar with Hammerfall on Horde side. But let's grab the flight path first and foremost. Let's take a look at some of the vendors. I would like to identify which vendor / quest will provide us with the recipe that allow us to cook with the raptor eggs that we've been collecting.
What can I do for you?
This is all PvP related stuff. I think we're going across. Yeah, we're probably going to go across the way there.
Yo!
Nothing here, just some basic food and drink. We have a forge. We do have alchemy supplies.
Hello.
What do you got for us today at Tradesman? Think this is what we're looking for? Roast raptor. This is for raptor flesh, not the eggs, but it does provide 8 stamina, so we'll have to remember this for later. I think our cooking's actually, yeah, it's actually decently close to this, so we'll just have to remember it. I'm not going to pick it up for now. I'll just leave it alone. Fortunately, it feels like that's going to be it. Butchered here as well. Barbecued buzzard wing. Also 8 stamina. Same level. So we'll have to remember that as well. I don't think we have any quests to pick up here. Or that we can pick up at least at the moment. This is all PvP related stuff. I feel like we have to be sent here with a breadcrumb in order to pick up new quests. I could be wrong. Maybe at level 30 more stuff will become available to us. Ooh, here we go. I'm so glad I did not miss you, Mr. Androd Fedrin.
How are you?
Leatherworking supplies. No recipes, though. Yeah, but I mean, as we established in the previous episode, like, this guy could sell leatherworking recipes potentially. They just might not be in stock right now.
Safe travels.
I'm gonna have to look up this guy later. See what his potential inventory could be. So Androd Fadrin. Let's remember that. And now we're going to head over to Stromgarde Keep. That is where we can pick up our expert first aid book. And then it is also where I'm going to check for some more vendors as well, if they exist. Just like with everything else Alliance side, especially around level 30 and beyond, I'm pretty unfamiliar with areas such as Stromgarde Keep. Normally I'm going in there to kill everything. Well, this time everything's going to be friendly to us. It's like when you play Horde, you don't even realize after all these years that there could even be vendors inside this giant keep. It certainly makes a lot of sense that there would be. And we are entering the keep now. Let's just stay on high alert just in case. I think this is where we need to go, and I think we need to go all the way around. I don't think we can, like, jump up this spot, right? I don't think so. We'll just take the trip around. We do need to avoid the Syndicate, so let's just be careful. These are all elites. I think this side is safe, though. Yeah, once we enter this wing, there's a lot going on in Stromgarde Keep. I think there's like ogres to the south or Syndicate. more to the eastern side. And then on the western end, we've got allies. Just gonna poke around real quick. I think these just seem like a bunch of NPCs for Horde to kill. Doesn't seem like anything special. We do have a chest over here. Interesting. Not able to interact with it. I wonder if this is like a Horde-only chest. That would be the first time I've ever heard of such a thing, but maybe that's the case. I'm crossing over the bridge now. Alright, and let's check everybody here. Scrolls and potions. There we go. Expert first aid. Beautiful. Got anything else for us? Oh, a bunch of scrolls and potions. I'm not going to pick those up, though. I'm okay with, like, finding stuff. Oh, yeah, we have to pick up the book. We have to pick up books here, too, for heavy. So we're probably going to have to pick these up now. We'll pick up the books for heavy silk bandage and then the mage weave bandage. We'll stick these in our bank. Although the heavy silk bandage shouldn't be terribly far away. I think we're getting pretty close to being able to craft normal silk bandages, which we can learn from any first aid trainer. Let's just do one quick sweep around the area, see if there are anything else that is interesting. Is this crypt safe? It looks like it is. I think you had to come down here for a quest in Season of Discovery, if I'm not mistaken. I played a paladin. If any of you are still playing Season of Discovery and want to have something to watch, you guys can certainly check out my paladin series on that. I think we had to go down there to get like a specific rune or something. Yeah, we had to like go to this grave, talk to a ghost. It's a good use of this place. For such a historical landmark in WoW's history, there's not like a whole lot going on in the keep. Sanctum has some pretty haunting music. I believe we can jump off the bridge here though to get out quickly. Very, very cool. Let's go ahead and learn Expert First Aid. Yeah, and that was the last profession that we needed to get expert level with. Our skinning is actually already past the point where we can pick up artisan skinning. I'm not really too worried about it. I'm sure artisan skinning is also going to cost a decent amount of gold. It may even cost like 5 gold, which is too much. And we don't need to be picking that up at level 28 anyway. So yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. From here, our next objective is to take the main road, continue to take a nice little stroll through the Arathi Highlands into the Hillsbred foothills. From there, we'll collect our flight point at South Shore and check for any additional vendors. I believe we are crossing over now. Thornton's Wall, that's right. Crossing over through the wall, we should be getting some lovely Elwyn foresty type of vibes. Not going to feel too threatened in this zone, since the highest level we're going to see is between like level 28 and 30 anyway. Lots to do here, Horde side, not so much the Alliance. We're going to have to wait until we're like halfway through our 30s in order to do anything substantial, as most of it's going to happen within the Alteric Mountains. Well, that's okay. Like I said, that Yeti cave in the north is probably going to be our first grinding session when it comes to heavy leather. Definitely going to be spending some time there. Maybe we'll do one big 2-hour episode of us just try and do the best we can to collect all that we can. Get these heavy leather recipes going. Stay away from that. Forsaken Patrol. That's quite terrifying. We'll keep our eyes out for the weapon vendor, though, the goblin and his bodyguard. Similar to that of the goblin and ogre that walk around the barrens, providing some early green weaponry. Not looking for weapons, but maybe this guy has some recipes that he cycles through. Not seeing him at the moment, but we are entering South Shore now. Well, let's go ahead and pick up this flight path, and then we'll poke around a little bit. Path obtained. Let's see, you are not a vendor. Huh. There's an interactable headstone here. Never actually seen this before. Loving memory of Jesse Morales. Probably somebody I should know, but do not. Anything at the stables? Got a horse breeder. We are not interested in horses. Got an armor smith out back. I'm sure he has nothing. Never actually seen this vendor before though, so I always like to check them for future characters. We do have a classic anniversary 20th anniversary edition character, and we may have more in the future, so it's good to know what we could find. Trade goods vendor, you might have a little bit more for us. Some basic recipes. We got a nice tailoring blue, although this isn't going to be very useful, I feel like, for cloth wearers. 11 frost resistance isn't really that crazy. So nothing special from you. Let's see if there's anybody upstairs. Just some general goods.
Safe travels.
Yep, nothing special. Let's see, alchemy supplies. You're not going to have anything terribly important. Check Town Hall real quick. Probably nothing in here. Think about a quest that we can somehow pick up at this level. Certainly not going to try to do that right now. There's a fish merchant on the docks, but I don't think he's going to have anything we want. So let's head inside the tavern. See if we actually have anything interesting in here.
How are you?
Nothing from the waitress.
I supply only the finest.
Nor the bartender. I'll check the basement real quick. I could have sworn there's one Alliance Inn, I'm pretty sure, that has some random vendor in the basement. I can't remember which one it was. I'm pretty sure it exists. I don't even remember if he had anything important, but
Hey there.
you know Blizzard had to sneak an NPC down there at some point. Alright, nothing else interesting. That is totally fine. So, let's see, we got the flight point here. That's great. I don't think we need to go anywhere else. I don't think we're going to pick up like the flight point for Chillwind Camp or anything in the Western Plaguelands. I'm not terribly concerned about that. So, instead, I think we're going to hearth back to Menethil Harbor. We have one quest to turn in, I believe. And then I think what we'll do is we'll check around for the bronze tube again. We have a couple of vendors we could check. I suppose we could go into Ironforge and check the engineering supplier there. If not, I think we're going to head into Duskwood next anyway.
Help you find something?
Let's see, nothing left to sell. Well, I suppose we should go to Ironforge anyway so we can drop off our books for the Heavy Silk Bandage and Mage Weave Bandage. And what level is our first aid right now? It's 139. We don't have enough cloth to get to 150, so we're not going to be training Silk Bandage yet. So let's go to Ironforge, take a quick flight. Let's drop those things off, and hopefully we get lucky with the engineering supplies vendor. Been looking for that bronze tube for a very long time now, I feel like. Alright, I suppose we should go to Tinkertown first. Since it's a little bit closer, then we can wrap around through the military ward and back into the commons.
questing.
And the bronze tube continues to elude us. And we're at the bank now.
You got my attention.
Dump these books off. We have exactly 2 slots left. That's hilarious. It's gonna have to get some of this stuff out somehow. I don't think a lot of the stuff in the bottom I don't think we're actually gonna need. Let's just take them out now. I'm not using this stuff for anything. I'll keep the tender crocolisk meat. Plus all this stuff is like I can pretty easily refarm all this stuff back up anyway, if for some reason I absolutely had to. It's very possible we're not going to need the blood sausage or the boiled clams anymore either. I'm just going to hold on to them for a little bit longer just in case. But once we can utilize these raptor eggs especially, we're going to have a lot of extra buff food. And then from there, if for some reason we run out of 6 spirit food, I'll just be sure to possibly even spend an episode just farming them up and making sure we have plenty. And that'll work in our favor too, because we can farm up farm on raptors, so we can pick up the skins as well. And if we farm the raptors in the Arathi Highlands specifically, we should be getting eggs, flesh, and heavy leather. Which would be great. Oh, of course, I forgot to turn in the quest at Menethil Harbor. Oh, well. I suppose we can go back right now. It's not very far. I knew I was forgetting something. Let's go fly back there real quick. We'll turn that in.
Great to meet you. What's on your mind?
And then in the next episode, we're going to enter Duskwood. And hopefully, the engineering vendor there will have our bronze tube. If not, we're just gonna keep trying. And yeah, we've got a lot of stuff to do in Duskwood. So we might be there for the next 2 episodes, honestly. Take a look at our map real quick, see if there's anything else. I know we can go back to Red Ridge. Red Ridge is starting to fade away, I feel like. With some of these quests, a lot of them are green now. It's just Red Ridge, this side of Red Ridge, the eastern side, is just so dangerous. There's so much going on over here. Between the tightly packed gnolls and the Blackrock elites. So I don't even know if we necessarily need it all that much. I feel like we still have a decent amount to take care of in Duskwood. still a decent amount to take care of in the wetlands, too. We have a quest or two in Stone Talon. And probably a few more things in Ashenvale, but we're going to wait on those for a little bit. Otherwise, I think that's it. Starting to get to a point where we might start doing some more grinds again. Not just for experience, but for the skins as well. And we are getting blasted with messages to enter SFK.
Light be with you, for the Alliance. Light bless you.
Cool. Just became honored with Stormwind. I don't know if that really means anything for us. Yeah, we are getting blasted with messages for SFK. I suppose that's to be expected, though, in the Defias Pillager server and Skull Rock alike, I'm sure.
Hey there.
Not a lot of players to do dungeons with. So they're going to take anybody they can possibly get.
Can I help you?
Alright guys, that's going to do it for me for today. I'm currently in flight to Duskwood. And I will see you guys there in the next episode. Hopefully we're going to cover a lot more ground in the next episode. We did a great job in Ashenvale, but didn't get too far today. Need to build up that rested experience again. As always, I thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.